Fulham are able to keep the side that scored an important victory over Barnsley in midweek, that gave them a valuable bit of breathing space in third place, a side that's taken 7 points out of their last 9 on this critical run-in for the Championship, when it's so valuable to field a settled team. Leicester City have had the luxury of an injury-free run as well. They're able to name an unchanged side for the 9th successive game, and their striker Alan Smith has overcome a minor ankle injury, and he and Gary Lineker, who between them have scored 39 times this season, clearly pose the biggest threat to Fulham today. The referee is Howard King of Merthyr Tydfil. And if it's an important day for the Fulham players, the same can certainly be said for the manager Malcolm McDonald, who's got his side on the brink of the First Division without spending a penny in the transfer market. So Leicester City get us away in shirts of blue, attacking the goal to our left, a match that their manager Gordon Milne has said we have to win it to stay firmly in the hunt for promotion, and Fulham for their part know that a victory today, followed possibly by one that might be needed against Carlisle in their last home game, would be enough to see them in the First Division. So the attitude should be positive and the afternoon should be entertaining. And certainly both sides in good form as Linex now takes it up for Leicester City. Unbeaten in 10, Fulham, who have lost only one of their last 6. Throw which Jerry Daly will take for Leicester City. Played in again by Daly. Brown lost it for a moment. And suddenly Leicester were in a bit of trouble there, as Lineker and Smith both had a little pop at it. Here's Alan Smith, number 9, 13 goals to his credit. And Linex with Leicester City's corner in the opening moments of the game. And the keeper had to get down well to save from Kevin MacDonald there, who was allowed to go a long way forward and gets certainly a long-range header, but a free one in. Just look at that. But plenty of time, really, for Peyton to see it. It has the feel of a cup tie, and in its sudden death importance, it almost is a cup tie. Bobby Smith then with the free kick. Good to see that sort of crowd at Craven Cottage. Roger Brown needed to win that in the air, but didn't manage it. And Lineker, wow, that was born of skill and confidence. And Smith played it in, and Roger Brown, who is needed to win this sort of ball in the air from Smith, and it comes for Lineker, and a goal kick. Wilson, Lineker. Houghton getting it away. Smith just failed to get to it, and MacDonald playing it back once more. Comes for Lineker. Played for Smith. The midfielder now turned into a left back. Linex playing it in. Jerry Daly first to it. Oh, and Wilson, and a good save. And they really caught Fulham out. No wonder Jerry Payton's doing a bit of shouting to a defence and shaking his head. They were pulled apart there. Daly, in fact, quickening it up beautifully, and a lovely ball played back for Wilson. And he did well to get down on it. And now Lineker. The ball coming off Tony Gale. Comes to Wilson. And a brilliant save by Peyton. Played in well here by Lineker. And it just deflected off Gale, in fact. Wilson picked it up, and they would have just curled in. Driscoll firmly, but it falls for Ian Wilson. Lineker, Wilson, Smith. On the side, Hopkins close at hand, and a corner. Which brings big Kevin MacDonald and John O'Neill forward for Leicester City, leaving just Ramsey and Bobby Smith at the back. So there's the skipper, John O'Neill. It's Ian Wilson with 20 minutes of the game gone, with the corner for Leicester City. A deep one towards John O'Neill, gets there, and another good save. That time from Jerry Daly by Jerry Payton. Well there. And again a bit of space, but again the keeper was equal to it. Linex taking this one, curling it in towards the near post, and Fulham read it well enough for Hopkins to get there and put it behind for another corner. Linex again. A deeper one this time, and he got it at the second or the third attempt, and he hasn't got it yet. Oh, and it might be anywhere. Thundering shot by Tommy English. Somehow Fulham kept it out, and it's another corner. This time to be taken by Linex, and Payton had it and lost it twice, and it could have been a desperate moment for Fulham, but here we are again. Fists of Payton that time, but Linex once more will want to turn it back for Leicester City. In the end, it's Wilson who gives them a little bit of breathing space, but here's Bobby Smith again now for Leicester. Towards the near post, and offside against Lineker and against McDonald.
Plenty of room on the far side of the terrace. You can push your eye a long way. There's plenty of room on the far side of the terrace.
And Wilson. Fulham's throw. Now Hopkins. Well, he's got time to measure up across. Trying to find Coney with it. Houghton working hard. Block. Putting it back again towards Coney. And a shove in the back by McDonald on the Fulham number 9. Gives Fulham another free kick. They're halfway through the first half, which has really got an edge about it, but as yet no goals. With it towards Roger Brown, climbing in there and beating Alan Smith, whose job it was to come back and challenge the big number 5. And Roger Brown has scored 5 goals this season from this sort of position, from this sort of situation. Didn't really get above that. Smith to Lineker. He's got Wilson waiting in the middle, who's made a lot of strides. That must go in shore, you know. Somehow Lockett was who got it away, but there was a terrible moment of slackness in that Fulham defence as the ball whistled across the 6-yard area. Davis laying it for Lewington. And once or twice they've really played with fire, but now they can see what Leicester are made of in defence possibly as Locke plays it for Houghton. And Leicester quite comfortably getting the ball back to the applause of their fans behind Mark Wallington's goal. Certainly a curious moment a moment ago when Fulham allowed that ball to go right across the 6-yard area before it was cleared by Kevin Locke. Neither side has really been able to settle into a relaxed rhythm. And here's Davis. Oof. It has to be a foul by McDonald, and it has to be a free kick. So Gale with the free kick for Fulham, played short to O'Driscoll. Well, he's got some good crosses in this particular game. And that eventually finds Coney, and now Houghton. Lewington. Houghton again. And Wilson away for Leicester City. Half-time whistle. And a pretty tense first half draws to its end, with applause from the crowd who've enjoyed the occasion, but they haven't seen a goal yet. And in fact, if anything, these Leicester fans have seen their side produce probably the better chances. A half-time then at Craven Cottage. It's Fulham 0, Leicester City 0. Fulham get us away at the start of the second half, attacking the goal to our left. Smith getting it away, or at least only half getting it away. And now has a better chance. Gale, Rock. So, a puff at the cigar from Malcolm MacDonald. You probably recognise Terry Mancini alongside him, who's looking after the youth team here. Cody, played on for Davis. The flag is up for offside. Well, the jubilation, as they say, will be short-lived. And I think he knew it. The flag was up the moment he got possession there. Mind you, it was a marvellous piece of finishing, and it's the sight Fulham fans wanted to see. Brown, good, dominant, header of the ball. Smith and Lineker, and now Wilson, and he scored for Leicester. Well, it's a goal they threatened to get once or twice in the first half, but they haven't really caused Fulham any real problems in the second until now. Lineker playing it there into the path of Ian Wilson, and away past the diving body of Payton into the corner of the net. Well, that creates a problem for Fulham, and it gives Leicester a great impetus now to go on and win this game, which if they do, they get within 2 points of Fulham. Promotion is really up for grabs. Leicester knew they had to win it, and so far it's gone well for them. There's a little problem now for Malcolm MacDonald. Gale. Good control on the ground, but now can he find the pass? He can, he gets it to Lewington. Stumbled, now Wilson. And gets it back again, off the top of the crossbar. Houghton playing it in, and Linux will get it away. Hopkins with the header this time. Lock, 20 minutes left. Fulham needing a goal. Davis got a shove in the back there, and in fact the referee just had a quick look at the linesman. And he didn't react either. Gale again, he's got to react for that one though. A foul by Daly. Free kick to Fulham. Rock turning it in towards Roger Brown. He almost got there with his head. Even 6 inches further on there, and Brown would have headed that one powerfully, I think, beyond Wallington. Just look how close he was. He's really powering in there. Smith playing it in. Roger Brown getting up, getting it away. And now here's Houghton. Shoves off Linux. Now finds O'Driscoll. That fell to one foot and then to another. Oh! And the header was wide. Well, Dean Coney, slightly better contact there, and that had to be an equaliser, with one or two nasty ricochets suddenly taking the ball out of Leicester City's control. Played in firmly there, and the header wide by Dean Coney. Wilson, Linux, Lewington. Again the ball hit with another attempt to release Gordon Davis, who's got O'Driscoll in a lot of space just behind him. Just there, but it might come instead for Houghton. Really tried to clobber that one. McDonald didn't manage it either. And the substitution will now be made. It's Steen Cody who's coming off. Well, he's battled away bravely and he's never hidden for a moment, even though nothing much has gone right for him in front of goal. It'll be interesting to see where young Paul Parker goes into a defensive position. He might well be throwing somebody like Tony Gale or even Roger Brown, I suppose, as a last desperate gamble forward. Mountain, here's Gale. That's a corner. So Locke with the corner. Tried to get it to Gale. Roger Brown tried an overhead. Oh, and nodded off the line by Bobby Smith. Well, it looked for a moment as though Wilson had done something quite miraculous there by turning the ball back. It was flicked over there by a Leicester player. Wilson on the turn, and Bobby Smith away for the corner. Houghton chasing back. He's got Kevin Locke in a lot of space in the midfield position. Houghton again. Flicked in towards Gale. Hopkins. Houghton. They've had that little bit of composure this afternoon at Leicester, where Fulham have lacked it. A throw given to Fulham. And the howls of anguish, you can be sure, came from the Leicester fans. Lewington. This will be Ramsey's ball, and he's quite happy to let that go across for the goal kick. With 7 minutes now remaining. Locke. Daly. And the singing from the stands, you can be sure, comes from the Leicester fans. They sold some 900 seats, let alone all those on the terraces. There's Wilson again. Oh, well, that was not far away. And what a difference a year or so makes for this young man. If you remember, another year or so ago, he conceded a grotesque own goal in a cup semi-final against Spurs at Villa Park. For the year, and it's a lot happier now against another London side. Once again, Wilson's jumping. There's Gale once more. Here's Brown again. Hit into the Leicester box again. And oh, there's calmness for you, young Kevin McDonald. A calm backward header to his goalkeeper that time. Final whistle. 3 precious points for Leicester City that really opens up the promotion race again now. Delight from all the Leicester City fans. That goal by Ian Wilson in the second half. And it's provided Leicester City with a victory that extends their unbeaten run now to 11 games. Final score. It's Fulham 0, Leicester 1. So there we are then. Leicester have now crept to within 2 points of Fulham, and to think that in February Fulham were 11 points clear. Queen's Park Rangers made sure of promotion today. Those scenes a little later on in the programme.